Going live. Starting live video. We're
Okay.
live.
Yes, we are live.
Hello, world. Hello, Facebook world. Ah,
Hello.
okay.
So, Morgan and I are getting really inventive and creative and resourceful in all of
Yeah.
the good things we have listed on our resumes
Mm-hmm.
to make
We're
this happen.
we're testing technology to the fullest.
So,
We'll give
yeah.
it. I don't know about you, Casey, but on my screen, like looking at my video or my computer screen, there's like rainbow patterns from the screen.
I wish I had that. Mine's just really dark. Okay, that helps a little bit. We're in a pandemic.
A good time.
This will work.
It's fine. Nobody's on mine yet anyway, so
I don't think anybody's on mine either.
okay, brightening it doesn't help.
Oh, yeah, you got really white. Oh, that helped.
That
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah.
Okay. No, don't end one. Ugh, Jesus.
Yes, my child.
Help me.
Shout out Nick Garrick, who is not watching.
But he should be because, I mean, we're friends on the Facebook, so.
Hi, Casey. I'm talking to my little, who's also named Casey.
Oh, I was like.
On Instagram.
Casey has gone full meta mode and enabled a live on her, on one profile and watching through another.
Well, you didn't have to tell everyone that, Morgan. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Representing Hotbox Cups from Indiana. I'm so sorry, everyone on Facebook, because mine is trying to reconnect. For some reason, I have poor connection. Ah, there, we're back.
Okay.
Nobody's here. It's an empty wasteland.
Well.
Oh, we got one viewer. Who's
Yay.
on? Hello, viewer. I hope that's not Casey on the other end, just trying to freak me the fuck out.
Well, while we're waiting, everybody on Instagram can say hi to Chester. Hello. And then back to Morgan.
I'm the important one, although Chester is a step above me, so it's fine. Oh dear. Facebook is really struggle bussing today. Maybe everyone else is on live too.
Maybe.
Oh, anyways, welcome to viewers.
Yay!
To Millennial Monologue with your host, Casey Lowenthal, who's
And
on
Morgan
the screen
Humberg,
Hello all.
over there. She's right there.
Yeah. And since this is our first time kind of doing technology inside of technology, if you want to comment,
your patience.
yeah. If you're having like audio issues or something, just like comment and let us know, and we'll try to see it and fix it. But there's no guarantees. Just like Facebook is for some reason connecting and disconnecting every 10 seconds. So
that's exciting.
That's fun. So sorry, Facebook fans. Get an Instagram.
Or just hop over to Instagram really fast.
Yeah. Get on Instagram at Millennial Monologue Podcast. You will find us. We are live in both stations. And you know what? Oh, we lost our viewer. That's sad.
Oh, no.
I don't even know who it was.
It's just because we keep rambling.
It is. Okay. Anyways, this is Millennial Monologue. Today, we're going to discuss some different things that'll really freak out your mind, I guess.
Dun dun.
Conspiracy theories.
Yes.
And the fact that the world definitely ended in 2012.
And all of this coronavirus is in an alternate universe. It's where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty trippy stuff.
Pretty meta. In my opinion, my conspiracy is that in 2012, there was just a black hole that happened. And it's kind of one of those, like, everyone was asleep, but we didn't know we were asleep. And we just kind of slipped into another universe and woke up like, oh, well, we're still here. But are we?
That is what one of the theories touches on today, Morgan.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
That the Europeans created a black hole.
Really going to freak some people out, which is fine because I hope everyone's drinking. So it's Friday.
Again.
It's Friday. I know everyone's like stuck inside and people have been working from home, which sucks for all you extroverts. Cheers to all the introverts who, you know, are really celebrating this time of aloneness.
Or shout out to the introverts like me who realized you have more extrovert in you than you thought, and this has been very strange.
I think it's just socialization. We do need to communicate with people occasionally, whether it's like happy hour or saying hi to your coworkers and then going home.
Yeah.
But definitely it's interesting. We're all driving each other crazy being stuck in the house. So, but it's Friday. Have a virtual happy hour with your friends. I'm sure they'll enjoy it. We definitely are.
Yep. I've got myself some Bim Jean.
Bim Jean.
Tell us what you're drinking, if anything.
I'm drinking good old-fashioned H2O. Gets me really high. High on life. And, you know, it makes my system run better, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I have to hydrate before I dehydrate, so.
That makes sense.
I'm probably just, you know, since Jared is definitely watching, even though I can't tell he is, he better be watching. Maybe he'll get me some alcohol in a few minutes.
This will be a test if he's actually watching.
It's fine. It's totally fine. I should actually have him like test out the connection. Because we have like one person who's hanging in there, and
we still got Casey going strong on Instagram, I think. So shout out to her. She's amazing.
To Casey. I would shout out to our one viewer on Facebook, but I don't know who you are. My phone's not telling me. So shout out to Anonymous. What do we call them? Gary. Shout out to Gary.
Yes, Gary.
Listen to our past episodes to really get the backstory on that. Anyways.
Oh, that reminds me, shout out to my friends Barbara Lundeen and Alex Bayless, because I'm really weird and I don't like promoting myself. I haven't really promoted this podcast, and they saw that I did the thing for the live, and they were like, why didn't you tell us? And Alex has listened to almost all of the episodes today, and she loves them. So.
Oh, damn. All right. Nice. Shout out to Casey's friends who are more committed than my friends. It's fine. It's totally fine. Anyways, Casey, conspiracies. What the fuck are they, and how do they fuck us up?
Well, for those of you who don't know, I'm really into this kind of nonsense.
Me too.
I'm going to blame my Aquarius moon, but whatever.
It's not nonsense. It's reality. But continue.
But anyway, Morgan told me when she had this idea, she was like, let's do a conspiracy theory. I was like, okay, what do you want to do? She's like, you probably know more than I do. So I was like, ooh, okay. And then I got kind of overwhelmed with all of the options. Oh, and I finally got on Reddit for the first time in my life and just got sucked in.
Wait, like you just got on Reddit?
Yeah, like I'd never used Reddit before.
Uh-oh.
So, but yeah, there's lots of
the rest of your life.
There's lots of conspiracy theories on there, obviously. But I went back to my tried and true Kendall Rae on YouTube. This is one of my favorite videos that she did. It was, as Morgan mentioned before, did the world really end in 2012?
It for sure did.
But yeah, I actually took notes on her video.
Here at Millennial Monologue, we do our research. That's just the thing that we do.
We do bare bones.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very bare bones. Like maybe, very little calcium bare bones. Just people who didn't drink a lot of milk in their youth. Just
don't even get me started on
really thin.
On my vegan soapbox. Broccoli has more calcium.
LOL, it's a double pun because you said vegan soapbox. So not only are you on a soapbox, but your soap is vegan. Da-da. This is why people love us.
Yes.
I hope. Anyways, continue, Casey.
So basically, Kendall Rae did this video. Maybe after this, I'll share a link or whatever. And I'll share the pictures of this Twitter thread that I'm going to reference too that I sent Morgan. And she was like, wow, this seems involved.
Casey has been dedicating the last 24 hours of her life to finding a conspiracy. So,
but so basically, I mean, everyone here, all millennials know the fear that gripped the world when the world was supposed to end December 21st of 2012, according to the Mayan calendar. So people thought. Well, one, to debunk that, the Mayan calendar has a 5,126-year cycle. And so it repeats every 395 years.
Jesus Christ.
Okay? I know.
Okay.
And so basically the last time before 2012 that there was an end on this calendar was in the year, it was September 16th of 1618.
Okay, I was definitely alive then.
Obviously the world did not end.
Yeah.
But the calendar doesn't say that there's going to be any like catastrophic events or anything. And I was checking to see if we have any questions. We don't.
No, I'm still waiting. We've still got someone who's real dedicated. We had two, and we went back down to one, but no comments yet. Come on, people, interact with us. We're kind of dead if you don't with us here. Come on, we're getting you out of the house and into the computer in the government system. So
into the matrix.
Yes.
But anyway, so it doesn't signify on the Mayan calendar that anything crazy or catastrophic is going to happen. It's just a marker. And it would be not totally dissimilar to New Year's Eve because the Mayans would have celebrated it. They would have celebrated that date because the Mayans thought that we were before this were in like what they call the fourth creation. And so for whatever reason, the other three, that the god or gods or universe, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever they created, they scrapped the other three for whatever reason. And so the fourth is the best, and that's the one we're in. Because that's the one we're in, Morgan. Oh. That's why it's the best.
I mean, 2012 was our graduation year of high school, so there's that. So we were just destined for greatness.
Right.
That's what I'm listening to.
My senior t-shirts, I don't know if you had class shirts for
yeah.
Ours was a big like mushroom cloud explosion on the front. And it was like the end of the world. So we're all taking it really seriously.
I mean, we all kind of thought like our senior year of high school was more like, I mean, the world's going to end next year anyways, so why do we even care? Like, we're going to get through one semester of college and then nothing matters. So, Queen was right. Nothing really matters.
And anyone can see. Right in saying that there are no rules.
Nope, no rules. Not even the world ending. That's just, it's up to interpretation, obviously. But again, we all know what really happened.
And if you don't know, we're about to tell you.
Oh, snap.
So anyway. But yes, so the Mayans would have celebrated this. And so basically, it was a modern myth that people fabricated to play on fear of the public that the world was going to end because the Mayan calendar ended on this date.
Oh.
So.
I mean, I live in fear constantly every day, so it's called anxiety. But
Hashtag all millennials, question mark?
What? We are emotionally stable, totally, all of us. None of us are fucked up. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Right. We all go to therapy as a hobby.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's to basically, I don't know if you want to use the word debunk, a big chunk of the world ending craziness. Apparently there was this worldwide survey where they surveyed, I want to say like over 16,000 people in a whole bunch of different countries. I'm also kind of pulling that number out of nowhere, so don't fact check me. But basically 8% of all the people they surveyed in all these different countries were in fear of the world ending in 2012. And apparently like 20% of the people that they polled in China were really scared, like 13% of the people in Russia. There's also a lot of people say psychologically that the people who really, really believe in conspiracy theories feel like they don't have control over their own life, and that's kind of why they believe in conspiracy theories. So chew on that.
Nice. Okay.
But anyway, so this guy, we're gonna skip forward to July of 2019, so not too long ago.
Oh, that's my birthday month.
Yes, Leo season.
I hit my mid-20s then. Thank you for reminding me. Okay.
So anyway, this guy named Nick Hinton, he posts this huge Twitter thread. I sent it to Morgan. I had taken like 30 screenshots for the whole thing.
So he was hinting at something?
That was right in the nick of time.
So funny.
Oh, hi, Colleen. Colleen is on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Colleen.
So, but anyway, Nick Hinton hops on Twitter. He does this whole big, long Twitter thread about, did the world really end in 2012? And he has all these things, all these whatever. But he doesn't reference the Mayan calendar at all for all the reasons that I just talked about. But in one, my notes. So basically, the overarching theme is that CERN it's in Switzerland, and they're the ones that had the big particle collider thing underground that was like 17 miles of tube or whatever, and they just like threw particles at each other. Because
particle meeting, yes.
Right. The technical term.
To get really technical, this is breeding season for particles. It's really difficult. They're hard to find in the wild, so you have to force them. It's almost sad. It's like a rape culture from particles, but we won't get into that.
We don't want to make all of them sad. But anyway.
Just kidding. They enjoy it. It's fine.
There's particle speed dating over outside Geneva. Jesus Christ. I promise I've hardly had any of my whiskey, but
I believe it.
So, particle speed dating outside Geneva, Switzerland. The year is 2012.
Okay. I'm with you.
Okay. And so basically, one of the things that they were trying to recreate, these scientists, was a Higgs-Boson particle. And they're very, very rare. This was the first time in human history that they were able to record one.
Okay.
Zena's really backing me up.
My dogs are really excited. They just love science. I have lab coats for them. You know, we get dressed up and we hit the lab every other day or so, just to, build up their knowledge. As my children, they need schooling. So,
right.
Yeah.
So anyway, first time human history that the Higgs-Boson particle has ever been recorded.
Okay.
So, and this was one of the things that was created after the Big Bang, because the Higgs-Boson particle lives in the Higgs field. And from my notes, and I'm also not an astrophysicist or physicist of any kind, in case anyone was wondering.
Not legally.
But basically, it's an energy field, and it transmits any mass that goes into it. It transmits any mass into the things that travel through it, and it was immediately formed after the Big Bang. Yeah. So, any science people, if I'm not making any sense, I guess let us know. But this is all my notes say. So,
I mean, I love science, and I feel like it's making sense to me totally.
Right.
I just picture like two little particles slamming together at a really high speed. And then they were like, let's give this a random name. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
It happens.
But so one of the reasons that the Higgs-Boson particle is so hard to record is because it immediately turns into another particle like right after it's created.
Wow, they breed fast.
Yeah. They're the Duggars of particles.
Oh no.
I'll be here all week. So, but anyway, Stephen Hawking. We all know him. We all love him. It was Einstein's theory of relativity. I almost really made myself sound dumb. But Stephen Hawking, really cool guy. But he warned that this could be potentially really dangerous and that it could potentially create like this catastrophic vacuum decay of the universe.
Okay. I like vacuums. Keep talking.
So basically it would create a black hole and then just
Is this like a bagless vacuum, or is it one of those bags where you have to empty the stuff? Oh, okay. Oh, fancy. A fancy ass vacuum.
Yeah, so it's got the really good filter and all the science stuff, and it's insanely expensive for a vacuum.
Oh, damn. That's why I can't afford one. Okay.
Right.
That's why it's hard to create black holes. Continue.
Chester, please. So anyway, a lot of people think that CERN actually did create a black hole, whether they intended to or not. I'll let you think on that.
They for sure did.
But so they think that CERN created a black hole with this particle reactor. And so basically the theory is they created this black hole. Take a drink every time I say black hole. Black hole.
Ooh, high on oxygen. Okay.
But basically, the idea is our collective consciousness or our universe or whatever life as we know it in this vacuum jumped to a parallel universe.
Oh, hot diggity damn.
So.
Oh, just so you know, my mom is now watching. Hi, Mom. Support.
Hi, Morgan's mom. So
I have friends too.
You do.
Yes. So this black hole.
So now I have to drink.
Oh, God damn it. I'm gonna need a drink. Hey, Jared. Can you get me a glass of Captain? Thanks. Yeah, a glass. Just fill her up. It's all good.
That's great. We go hard here during quarantine, apparently.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's the only way to keep sane. Right. I'm sure the reason why a black hole was created was because the scientists were totally drunk at the time. Obviously. I mean, what else are you going to do?
I mean, we're going to get into a guy who was a big proponent of, like, plant psychedelics. Yes. Who's referenced in this Twitter thread.
Oh,
he seems pretty interesting.
As interesting as a Tiger King, or what level are we talking here?
Morgan, no one can top Joe Exotic.
Cheers, Joe Exotic.
Cheers. R.I.P. Travis.
Woo! All right, let's do it.
So a lot of people think that jumping to a parallel universe, an alternate timeline, whatever you want to call it, a lot of people speculate that this is where the Mandela effect comes from. And if nobody, Morgan, I'm assuming you're familiar with the Mandela effect.
Totes.
Would you like to explain it to our listeners?
Casey, why would you put me on the spot? I don't know what the Mandela effect is. Jesus Christ, we're millennials. Don't you know that if I raise my hand, you're not supposed to call on me? Is that not a thing?
Ooh.
Yeah. It's fine. It's totally fine. No, I don't know what the Mandela effect is.
Okay, well, lucky for you, I love the Mandela effect. They're my favorite kind of conspiracy theories.
Okay.
So basically, well, where the name comes from is Nelson Mandela.
I know who that is.
Yes, very important man. Love him so much. For those of you who may not know,
Stop looking at me like that.
I'm just looking at the camera.
I am the camera.
I'm not trying to judge anyone. If you don't know who Nelson Mandela is, he was one of the key figures in ending apartheid in South Africa. He's a really amazing man.
Ooh.
Anyway, he was jailed for
Okay.
his social justice. And a lot of people thought he died way before he actually died in our reality. So people started calling it the Mandela effect because people were like, no, I learned in school that he died at like this time. And it's a
Nice.
so for it to be the Mandela effect, it has to be a large group of people also remember the same thing you remember, or remember being taught it in school or things like that. It can't just be, well, I remember that this
So
that
it's like
flower was purple, and you're like, well, I remember it was blue, and I'm like, Mandela effect. That's not it.
so it's like a group deja vu. It's like if we all had a deja vu virus and we got together and gave it to each other, and then suddenly we were all on the same page and remembering something that didn't happen, but we all remember it did happen. But like as a
Kind of,
large
except I
group.
wouldn't describe it as deja vu because deja vu is like I've seen this before, whereas the Mandela effect is that's not accurate. Like that's not true. So
Okay.
I think the one that millennials will remember the most is the Berenstein Bears. Anybody, the Berenstein Bears? Like, so I remember watching it as a kid. I remember reading the books. It was the Berenstein Bears. That's why I will call it that until the day I die.
Because that's what it was.
But the couple who wrote it and who named the bears after themselves are the Berenstains. So it's the Berenstain Bears, and if you like go to buy one of the books now, it's the Berenstain Bears, and all of us are like, no, that is wrong.
It's like specifically something I remember because as a child I was like, who the fuck calls themselves Berenstein? What does this have to do with anything? Because I'm a child and I didn't understand the English language. Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
fucked up. By the way, my mom asked if she missed anything. She's finishing barn chores. Say hi to all the animals for me. But in case anybody's joining us now, anybody else, we're talking about conspiracy theories, and right now we're on how the world technically ended in 2012 because of the particle collider. So
To quote
should...
Shane Dawson, this is an opinion.
Is it? Is
We
it an
don't.
opinion?
I don't need the government finding me.
Truth. Black hole. Everybody drink. Yep. Ugh. So yeah, anyways, Berenstain Bears. It's
Yes.
proof.
So I will let you all go down your own Reddit rabbit hole of Mandela effect.
Don't do it if you're working from home
Instances.
right now because you're not going to get any work done.
No, you will get zero work done.
0.
But yeah, there's lots of things with logos that. But yeah, so but one of the other things that this dude Nick Hinton went into on his Twitter thread was something called the Black Tom incident, which was during World War I. The Germans did like this attack on U.S. soil, and it was July 30th of 1916. Lots of things are happening in your birthday month, Morgan.
That's because we're party animals.
Everybody's like, it's Leo season. Let me just fuck shit up.
End of July, early August. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, my cousin Tori just joined us on Instagram. Hi, Tori.
Hi, Tori. Nice of you to drop in 30 minutes late. I'm just kidding. We appreciate you. We love
talk
you
a lot.
guys.
It's okay. But to catch everybody up, we're talking about conspiracy theories. Did the world end in 2012? We don't know. Maybe we're referencing Nick Hinton. But anyway,
we do know. Come at me, government. Come at me.
I watched too much X-Files for this, Morgan. You can't be this ballsy.
Okay, Mulder, continue.
I prefer spooky Mulder.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But anyway, so this attack from the Germans on U.S. soil in 1916 during World War I, or it was right before World War I.
Okay.
They damaged $22 million worth of military goods. I'm really hoping that's adjusted for inflation, because if it's not, I can't even imagine what that number would be. But they also really damaged the Statue of Liberty. And that's important to know, because after that incident, so remember, this is 1916, after that incident, the government shut down people being able to walk up into the torch.
Yes, I remember that. I remember the day that they shut that down. I was alive.
Morgan's a vampire.
I was going to say I was in my retirement home in my other life, but it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But I do remember them shutting it down. Yes, that was the thing.
Don't listen to her. She was on the front lines.
I love guns.
But anyway,
yeah.
So this is important because a lot of people have a Mandela effect instance with this. They're like, no, I remember going up into the torch on a tour. So, cue Twilight Zone music, am I right? And all these people have left reviews, and in this Twitter thread, he shows them going back as far as 2004 or something, where people are like giving reviews, or, oh, if you go to New York City, you have to go up into the torch. It's so beautiful. I've been up there. You can see everything. I saw Ground Zero, and da-da-da-da-da. But no one's been able to go up there for over 100 years.
Oh my God.
So anybody that would have been able to go up there is now dead. But people remember going up there. And then there was also like a tangent in this thread that people remember the Statue of Liberty being on Ellis Island, but I think that just might be people getting confused.
Wait, is it not on Ellis Island?
No, I don't think so. I think it's on its own island, and then you would see it going into Ellis Island.
Oh, is it like its own island?
I don't know.
Or is it on New York? Somebody who's watching, please Google this and comment. God, we need some interactions from you guys anyways. Please prove me wrong. Where is the Statue of Liberty located? Pretty sure it's actually Maine, but it slowly migrated its way down because it realized that Maine was way too cold. So, and a robe really doesn't cover a lot. Yeah. So, yeah, I believe it. So wait, is this whole thing basically saying that when the black hole occurred, that only like a group of people like moved into a different world? Because there are some people who don't remember at all.
That's a very good question, and I don't think it was addressed.
I have a question.
I don't think it was addressed by one Mr. Nick Hinton. But that's a very good question. I suggest we speculate right now.
I speculate that that's exactly what happened. Like the rapture, you know how they're only supposed to take, like, isn't it Christians? Rapture is only for Christians. Yes.
I also have a lot of conspiracy thoughts on organized religion, especially Catholicism, but we won't get into that right now.
Oh, your mom's watching. Hi, Casey's mom.
Hi, Mom.
You must be the other person. And both of our moms commented that, my mom said on Liberty Island, and your mom said the Statue of Liberty is located in the port city of New York in the United States. There's a Seymour, but I'm not going to click on it because I'm afraid I'll knock my phone down. But I'm glad that they're on our case.
That's what moms are for.
Thanks, moms. But my thinking is that this is basically like the rapture, and like certain people got picked to be sucked into the black hole. Now, the algorithm for that, I don't know, because I'm not a scientist, but obviously particles are way smarter than we are.
Right.
So they figured it out. But I don't know. That's my thoughts.
I don't know. I think it was like a giant collective consciousness just kind of like hopped over, and we don't always remember it, if that makes sense. Or like after a certain time, depending on how old you were when we moved over to this consciousness, this other timeline.
So you think that we like swapped consciousness, not just like like physically moved?
I I have no idea, but it's fun to speculate. Like
Okay.
the way I think of it, and I don't put too much stake in this, and it's just really fun.
I'm all in.
Like, but basically, I think that pre 2012, the world as we knew it got sucked into that black hole, and
Okay.
then our like essence. I don't want to keep saying consciousness. Um, Went into this alternate universe, kind of like body snatchers. I don't know.
Oh
And
dear
just
God.
popped in, and we've been living in this other timeline. And a lot of people say that they feel like since 2012, time has been going by faster. And
Okay.
anybody who works in customer service, you'll always, I'm sure, everybody's been like, this year is going by so quickly, you know?
I mean, for me, that's just casual conversation. But on the other end of the counter, I always think this day is going by really, really slowly. And then, you think it's Friday when in reality it's only Wednesday because it's just that slow. But no, I do get it. Like
Yeah.
this year definitely feels like it has gone really fast. Like I can't believe that we're at the end of March. It's just
Yeah.
like I just took my Christmas tree down like a month ago, like
You keep your Christmas tree up until February?
look, Casey, I was moving and I didn't want to put it in the box until it needed to be in the box. So
There's no judgment here.
there is nothing wrong with being festive through February.
Okay.
Also, point Nightmare Before Christmas, there is an Easter cameo. So if I was still in the same house, I would have left my tree up through Easter because why not, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, to, give me some credit on my decorations. Uh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm totally fine.
It's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's fine. But anyway,
Anyways,
back to this bananas thing. So I promised you we were going to talk about a guy who supported plant psychedelics.
yes.
His name is Terrence McKenna.
Okay.
He predicted that there would be a reality-altering event in the year 2012. He didn't think the world was going to end. He thought there would specifically be a reality-altering event.
Was that Jersey Shore?
The cabs are here. The cabs are the apocalypse, ladies and gentlemen. God. Why do people let us do this?
I don't know. Look, Casey, you're the smart one in this conversation here. I'm just putting it in commentary, so.
Okay. So, our main man, Terrence, he came to this conclusion by using something called the time wave zero formula. And basically, what he discovered in this, I have no idea how it works, but something called the King-Wen sequence. And it shows a pattern in history, and it's just basically like cycles, but not as spread out as the Mayan calendar, but basically cycles of ups and downs of when crazy things happen in reality. I don't know.
Okay.
But in 2012, on this graph, before the graph ends, there's like a little tick. It says October 2012. And then it's like going down, 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 down. And then October 2012. And then, I keep covering my camera. But basically what I'm trying to say is the graph hit almost zero, right? What would have been December 2012.
Right. Okay.
So what does that mean? Was there a reality altering event in 2012? Was this graph accurate? We don't know. Was Terrence high? Probably.
Most definitely.
Maybe it just unlocked some brain muscles. I don't know. But there was also this dude named Preston Nichols, who was a whistleblower for the Montauk Project. And I don't know much about that, but it sounds really interesting and I want to learn more. But according to this dude Preston,
Okay.
which He doesn't feel very trustworthy to me.
Nobody with the name Preston is trustworthy.
I'm Team Terrence, but anyway, Preston. He said they were doing all this crazy shit during the Montauk projects or whatever, and one of the things he said they were working on was time travel.
Okay. And
he said whenever they tried to time travel, they couldn't go past the year 2012. There was a wall, and it ended, and they couldn't go any further.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the world, it might have been possible that like the world actually ended in 2012 and we got sucked up into a new world, so we survived that and like just started living in a new world that started in 2012.
Maybe.
Did anyone have any relatives go missing after 2012? Did we all make it? That's interesting. I mean, it's kind of the same theory as like people not knowing when like time actually started here, you know, you kind of get into like the religion and the dinosaurs existing. So even though we know how old the earth is, it's like, when did life officially start living on earth? And have we changed earths? Is our galaxy, is the Milky Way galaxy cloned somewhere else out in space?
I don't know. Barbra Streisand knows more about clones than we do. She's the one who cloned her dog. I think we should just call her up and ask.
For sure. And I mean, the other anomaly that we have is like the Bermuda Triangle. So when the black hole was created, that we know was created, come at me, government. Did we all get like sucked into the triangle? Like, all I can think of is like a big drain just like opening up and sucking people in.
There's actually, they think there's scientific reason for why the Bermuda Triangle happens. It's like all these underwater gas vents that cause like fog and stuff like that, and it can cause ships to crash, or like also something with like it makes ships not float. I might also be making this up.
Look, Casey, the real truth behind the Bermuda Triangle is that underneath it is the city of Atlantis. But the city of Atlantis is full of humans that have mutated so that they can live in their surroundings. And they're more like those angry mermaids from Harry Potter. So I think they're just taking ships down.
That's also a theory.
It's not a theory, it's the truth.
Morgan is a descendant.
I like to swim.
Yeah. But also there's a theory that there was an or maybe it was that this ancient society, which was near Greece. I'm also like kind of half making this up from as I go. For total clarity. But there was this ancient civilization near Greece, and because the ancient Greeks and everybody were super advanced, as so they say, but there was this ancient civilization, and for some reason it sunk or like flooded, and people think that became Atlantis.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I believe it, because also when I think about like the ancient Greeks, I think that there were definitely aliens in the South American area, and they like created the human race. And with this human race, they like, how the Greek mythology is like they gave man fire, and they gave man this, and they gave man that. So that's what the aliens did for the
Morgan,
Greeks.
that was all Maui. Moana spells it all out.
Truth.
You're welcome. Truth.
My mom just commented, was it 2012 AD or 2012 AA after the apocalypse?
I like AA.
Is that because I'm drinking right now, Mom? Is that what's happening?
This is all just a front for a virtual AA meeting.
This is an intervention, Morgan. It's fine. It's fine. No, but definitely the city of Atlantis is real. No matter how it got there, it was probably from from the ancient Greek civilization. I believe it. I mean, they had Pompeii. That shit was pretty scary. So.
Yeah. So I guess Atlantis, obviously. What are some of your other favorite conspiracy theories?
I mean, I'm big into aliens. So that's, I mean, I know you are too, obviously. X-Files. Yeah, which is why I'm surprised why I didn't have an interest in watching it before you kind of got me onto it. But like, man, alien things are they just fascinate me. Like I don't know, just the weirdest things happened to me growing up, and I was just like, this can't be anything else other than some sort of supernatural thing happening.
Ooh,
Uh,
like what? Like tell all of us right now?
I don't want anybody to commit me or anything. But I remember the one that like stuck with me the most was um, this happened to me a couple of times. I would be like outside at night, and in Indiana, there's nothing but corn. So our house is like surrounded by cornfields. Um, and there were times when I would be like up against the edge of a cornfield because I didn't watch Children of the Corn, so I had no fear. Um,
Also, you were a child, so they would have just taken you in.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I would have survived. I would have led the pack. Um, but like it looked, you know how campfires look kind of on the outer edges, how there's just like light just like glowing. So I would see that, but like in the middle of a cornfield, and obviously no fire and no burning corn. So it was just like random light, like no moonlight, no stars, just light in the middle of a field.
Hmm.
Right? Right? It just makes you wonder. Could I have been on Molly or something? I don't know. Maybe I picked up a mushroom or and I ate it. I was a child. I ate sand. It's fine.
Your mom is in the comments like, Morgan, stop it right now. I was a good parent.
I wasn't on Molly. We didn't have random mushrooms growing in our yard, but it was just a weird event. It's just weird. But I don't know. Just there's a lot of things that have happened in the world that I just feel like couldn't have been done without a UFO.
I'm torn because I think aliens are real. As my friend Nikki would say, I think we're all totally naive to think we're the only sentient beings in the universe. That's bananas. But anyway, I think also this may be because I've watched so much X-Files. I think the majority of what people think are alien encounters is the US government. Not a fact, just an opinion.
But we also have the problem of like New Mexico and Roswell, how that's totally government super secret stuff. So
But is the government saying, oh, this is so secretive? It's more like, oh, look over here while we do all this shit over here. It's just.
I don't know. I mean, I've only driven through New Mexico, but I know Jared's been like in that area, and he said it was pretty oddball. It was weird.
You know what else is super weird and oddball in that area of the United States that we do not have time to get into, but is fascinating?
What?
Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, Morgan, if you want
weird.
to freak yourself out,
Oh
I will
God.
send you a video on Skinwalker
Okay.
Ranch. Everybody listening, I told my mom and my sister, but I don't think they watched it. Like, Google Skinwalker Ranch. It's bananas.
Okay. You sure have a lot of bananas in your conspiracy. Is there
There's
something?
Also,
Are you about to talk about bananas in pajamas?
no, I was going to talk about the Banana Republic, not the store, like the actual thing that happened where our government, like, didn't want people to have to pay as much for bananas, so they started a revolution in South America and Central America, and a whole bunch of people got killed just so that we could get cheap bananas.
Okay, government, you can go after Casey on that one. That's all her. Also, my mom says watch Project Blue Book based on actual events. I don't know what that is. Is that an alien thing?
I don't know, but Jade just joined. Hi, Jade.
Hi.
Morgan and I are just going off on conspiracy theories.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah,
It's fine.
they're just super fun.
Really freaking myself out now. If the government has not joined our conversation by now, I mean, come on.
Morgan, they're watching us through our webcams already.
Oh, I know. I know. But you know what? We had to get, in this time of pandemic, we had to get kitty litter because our cat is important to us. Um, and so Jared went out to get it, obviously came back with nothing because people are freaking out. I don't know what you need kitty litter in Texas for because it's not like it ices here or anything. So, and it's
What
a
you
dog.
said, it's not like ISIS is here. And I was like,
Not as far as I know. But like it doesn't ice, so you don't need to get out of snow or anything like that. And it's a dog city here in Austin. So I mean, people have cats, but it just doesn't feel like something you would stock up on. But anyways, he went out to get kitty litter, came back with nothing, and then I was like watching YouTube, and the ads in between my YouTube videos all for kitty litter, and I was like, this is really freaking me out. And it wasn't even me. Like, it wasn't me talking on my phone. It was Jared. So somehow, because we're on some sort of shared phone plan, it communicated to. Oh, it's weird. Freaking
that
government.
stuff is so freaky. There was a radio show I used to listen to in Indy, and one of the hosts said that this was really freaking her out, and she was also super into conspiracy theories. But so she said she kept getting ads on her phone for, I think it was like Jim Beam Green Apple.
Okay.
And she had like gone to an event at a club, and somebody bought it for her and handed it to her. She never said the name of it. She drank it, she liked it. She didn't Google it. She was going through the store trying to find it, didn't ask anyone for it or anything, and then she just kept getting ads for it. And she's like, "Oh my god, my phone is watching everything I do." That's the only explanation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, there are definitely tons of people out there who like put tape over their computer cameras, and I get it. I mean, I never get dressed in a angled area of even TVs freak me out, especially like smart TVs. It just
I try
there's
not to
not
think
a
about
camera.
it, and they've done a really good job because they just made us super dependent on it. So
True.
that even if that, well, it is true, but it just makes us not care.
Very true. I mean, we are millennials, so we just kind of take everything for granted. It's
Apologies, everyone. I'm not used to filming things on my phone, and I realize I'm probably making people nauseous.
I'm just gonna plug my computer in. Oh, additional comments on the Project Blue Book. Dr. Allen, I'm gonna go with Hynek. Wonder if they wore a lot of turtlenecks. Worked for the U.S. Air Force to investigate UFO sightings. She said there's several episodes, so we'll check it out.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yes. We are kind of getting on the later end of our episode, so if anybody has any conspiracies they want to bring up, do it now or forever hold your peace.
Now, or
Speak now before the
Bueller.
government takes your right to speak. It's fine. They're totally not going to shut us down, right?
I don't know.
All 10 of you that are watching, this really happened. I mean, is this happening right now? I'm not like dreaming, am I?
We're in the Matrix. Did you take the red pill or did you take the blue pill?
I took the yellow pill. I just found it on the floor.
Lauren, why did I say Lauren? Morgan, you have to listen to Lawrence Fishburne. He knows what he's doing.
Oh my God, was my name Lauren in a past life? Or was my name Lauren before the black hole? Just kidding. Casey's mom says, thoughts on Illuminati. That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
Mom, this is a whole rabbit hole that I mean, I think it was like I learned this in 2016. 4% of American voters believe that the US government is run, or actually the world is run by lizard people. So
Only 4%?
Think about how much that is, Morgan. How many people?
Yeah, and I know who we currently have in our office, so I'm saying only 4%.
I mean, Mike Pence, clearly, I don't think his costume fitting went very well.
There was a lot of spray paint involved. Yep. Creepy.
Yeah,
Typical Twilight Zone shit.
There's lots of stuff on the Illuminati. I can't even.
Yeah. I mean,
The
what's that?
Illuminati actually it was like back in I think it was like 1700s, there was some secret society in France that was the Illuminati, or like what the Illuminati is based on or something. I'm a little fuzzy, but so the Illuminati at one point in time was real, and people are speculating like, is it still real? Blah 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 blah. A lot of people think that Taylor Swift's initiation into the Illuminati was the public humiliation at the VMAs with Kanye.
No.
Because they say that when she got humiliated, she was wearing a silver dress, and then when she came back out on stage when Beyonce, who a lot of people think is in the Illuminati, I sound like a crazy person right now. A lot of people think Beyonce and Jay-Z are like some of the top people in the Illuminati, and they say that one of the color of the Illuminati is red, and then when Beyonce invited Taylor Swift back onto the stage, she was wearing a red dress. So a lot of people speculate that was her initiation, and then she was allowed to wear red and like.
Nah, no, I don't think so. And I mean, it's just, especially Taylor Swift, like red, number one, is like her go-to color. Also, doesn't she have an album called like Red or something, or a song? I don't know. I'm technically biased against Taylor Swift, so I don't think she's good enough to go into the Illuminati. And I feel like if they were a real society, they would not take her. That's
fired.
Just my opinion. But I definitely feel like the Illuminati is real. Do I think they're pulling strings in our government? No. But I think like in the UK area, they definitely have some real pull. Like I feel like here we have like the cartel and stuff that runs everything, but in Europe, I think it's the Illuminati, just without the drugs.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And to pull from another of our other episodes, which talks about teenage books, speaking on the Twilight series when they were like, I think they were in Italy.
Yes.
Okay. That was like based on Illuminati. So I also feel like the Illuminati has a lot of pull in Hollywood. That's definitely a thing. There's lots of secrets there. But also Hollywood is really against government and government control. That's just us creatives talking. So that's why I feel like the Illuminati is involved there. Those are my thoughts. Yeah. But they're not involved with Disney. Disney is all American based and collusion with the American government.
Well, Instagram is telling me we have about 1 minute and 30 seconds left of our live, and I think that's a fantastic point to end on.
If you guys liked us like this, let us know. I mean, we could definitely look at ways to improve it as technology improves. But
yeah,
we could do it again to go over more conspiracies because there's lots out there. So
don't even get started, even though I've already started.
Before Instagram shuts down, for all you people on the Instagram, just make sure that you follow us on all of our socials, Insta, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can find our podcast episodes on Anchor.fm, Spotify, iTunes, and
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio podcast. Yeah. So make sure you do that. And feel free to email us, millennialmonologuepodcast@gmail.com.
Yes. So. And I'm pretty sure we'll put this recording up so that you can listen to it.
Mm-hmm. Let us know what you liked and what you didn't like.
Yeah.
We're here for you. That's our campaign slogan for the Illuminati.
And also there are no rules. Except I don't think that'll get us very far in the Illuminati.
No, probably not. We have to follow a very special set of rules.
Yes. But anyway, we're going to keep blabbering. We have 20 seconds left. We love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining us on our first venture of whatever this is.
Yeah, it means a lot. It really does. We appreciate your interactions and your watching.
So, Morgan, I'm going to say this all sounds good.
Let's do it.
Bye.
Bye.